Greetings of the day. In the last few videos of project appraisal and finance, we have discussed about certainty equivalent method problems as well as sensitivity analysis method problem. In this video, we will start with the probability approach. What we have seen in sensitivity analysis is that there are three situations in which a decision can occur or a situation can happen. First one was pessimistic, second one was most likely, and third one was optimistic. These were the three situations in which a situation can happen or may go into. But there were certain limitations. With regard to sensitivity analysis, it fails to give the proper picture of the result. Secondly, it does not establish interrelationship between various variables with respect to the question or with respect to the situations. By using probability method, we would try to we would try to establish certain clear result output so that there could be more proper decision making in capital budgeting. In probability approach, what we do, we assign certain probabilities to the same three situations which happens in sensitivity analysis. Likewise, for pessimistic we will give certain probability, for most likely we will give some probability, and for optimistic we will again give certain probability. So the question comes in our mind, what is probability? The question is that, what do you mean by probability? Probability means the percentage of occurrence of a particular event, or we can say that how much it is possible that a particular situation can happen. That is what is probability. It is usually assigned between 0 to 1. It is not more than that. It is from 0 to 1. It would be somewhere between these two values. That is what probability is. In the purpose of solving the problems of probability approach, what we have to do, we have to first of all find out the probability assignment, or we have to give probability assignment as direction given in the question. And second one, what we have to estimate the expected returns on the basis of probability. This is what we have to do. We will start with this simple problem. The question says that we have been given possible cash inflows for the 5 year for a project A from XYZ company. It shows that we have 5 years. For each year we have been given cash inflow of 50,000 for first year, 60,000 for second year, 70,000 for third year, 80,000 for fourth year, and 90,000 for fifth year. At the same time, probability is already assigned for each cash inflow in the problem. The first year probability is 0.10, second 0.20, third year 0.30, fourth year 0.20, and fifth year likewise 0.20. If we add up all this probability, we would get the answer 1. For say 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 30, 60, plus 20, 80, plus 20, 100, that is 1. What we have said in the earlier part of the video, we have said same thing, the probability which we assign should be between 0 to 1. It is more than 0 but less than 1, and when we add up all the probabilities, we will get the answer 1. That is what is probability assignment. Now what they have asked us to calculate total expected monetary value for the particular question. We would simply calculate it. It is a kind of short problem which may you think. So for basic calculation of total expected monetary value, we have formed a table for calculation of total expected monetary value. First column would be of year, definitely, as it has been given in the question. We have been given 5 years. We have made 5 particular rows. For that, second would be for cash inflows, assigning cash inflows for each particular thing: 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and 90,000, as it is been given in the question. Again, probability is also given in the question, assigning 10, for second year it is 20, for third year it is 30, for fourth year it is 20, and for the last fifth year it is again 20. Now for the purpose of calculation of expected monetary value, we have to just use the formula cash inflows multiplied by probability. For say we can, even though in a simple term we can say that here would be first column, cash inflow would be second column, probabilities would be third column. So I would say 2 multiplied by 3. Cash inflows multiplied by probabilities for, so expected, we will arrive at expected monetary value. For first it would be 5,000. For second it would be 12,000. For third year it would be 21,000. For fourth year it would be 16,000, and for fifth year it would be 18,000. These are the expected monetary value. So we have get the expected monetary value for each year. We have what we have done: 50,000 multiplied by probability, that is 0.10, 5,000, 60,000 multiplied by probability, that is 0.20, 12,000, 70,000 multiplied by 0.30, that is the probability of that particular year, that was 21,000, 80,000 multiplied by 0.20, again 16,000, 90,000 multiplied by 0.20, that is 18,000. So we can make up total, it is 72,000 for all the 5 years. That is what is our total expected monetary value for that particular project. Remember one thing, basically when we go in the examination, the criteria for determining the question, which is based on sensitivity analysis or which is based on probability analysis, keep one thing in mind: read question properly. The question itself says that it has probability, it means that it is using probability method. If suppose it has something other question or some other criteria, it would use definitely other method. For example, most likely pessimistic optimistic approach is given, then it would be certainty equivalent method, sensitivity analysis method, and likewise. Now we will take another similar numerical so that we could have better understanding on the same thing. We have taken a question. Again the question says that again we have to given expected cash inflows for a particular project X by a company. It says that for 5 years what are our cash inflows and what are our probabilities. Cash inflows are 1 lakh, 1,30,000, 1,60,000 for third year, 1,70,000 for fourth year, 1,90,000 for fifth year. Probabilities which are assigned for various years is: for first year it is 0.10, for second year 0.30, for third year 0.20, for fourth year 0.10, and for fifth year again 0.30. What we need to calculate total expected monetary value. Again, for the purpose of solution we would use similar type of format. The format says that calculation of total expected monetary value. For that purpose we would prepare 4-column table. The rows size would be determined according to the year. In this problem again, as it has been given for 5 years, we would have 7 rows. If suppose it is one given for 10 years, then we would have 12 rows, including total column and the heading column. So we would just write down cash inflows. For first year it is 1 lakh, for second year 1,30,000, for third year it is 1,60,000, for fourth year it is 1,70,000, and lastly for fifth year it is 1,90,000. These are our cash inflows for various years. Now probability: 0.10 for first year, 0.30 for second year, 0.20 for third year, 0.10 for fourth year, and again 0.30 for last year. What we have discussed in the previous part of the video: how to calculate expected monetary value. Column number for say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4 column. So for purpose of that we will multiply second column by third column, that is cash inflows multiplied by probability. What we would get? We would get our expected monetary value. So for this thing, for first year it would be 10,000, 1 lakh multiplied by 0.10. For second year 1,30,000 multiplied by 0.30, that is 39,000. For third year 1,60,000 multiplied by 0.20, it would be 32,000. For fourth year 1,70,000 multiplied by 0.10, it would be 17,000. Lastly, for fifth year again we will do similar thing. 1,90,000 multiplied by 30,000, it would be 57,000. Now what we get is our expected monetary value. How we get? We have just multiplied cash inflows by probability. We have get our expected monetary value. But what we need to calculate was total expected monetary value for that particular project. How we can get total expected monetary value? We have written here and we have solved in the previous example also. We have to just make the total of this. The total of this is 1,55,000. So we have to just write a concluding statement at the end of the solution that the total expected monetary value for the project X is of rupees 1,55,000. That's it.